Hello, I'm Manny Gonzales, and I'm speaking of stress, presenting my 3 keys to survive a mental meltdown. It's a stress management workshop that will help you reduce, minimize, and control stress better. To that end, I wrote this book titled Burn Your Bridges, Don't Look Back. And what I found through my experiences, my life, my studies, that many of us live in the past. Certain things about our past that continues to create problems. Could be the way we were raised, could be traumas, could be relationships, could be things that happened, things that we did, we didn't do, other people did or didn't do, that hurt us, that impacted us, that influenced us in a negative manner. As a result, I believe we need to learn to stop living in the past. Burn that bridge. Don't look back. Let the past go. We can never fully forget the past. However, we can learn to deal with it, to balance it better, to be flexible in our approach to life. And that will help in regards to our quest to have a better life. How many of you have been stressed out lately? How many of you know someone that's been stressed out lately? How many of you know someone that gets stressed out only when you are near? There's a message there. You may be a carrier. There's no bug, no virus, no germ that causes stress. However, it can be passed on through contact, like the common cold. It's infectious. Just think about it. If you hang around people that are stressed out, that are complaining, condemning, criticizing constantly, what's going to happen to you? It's going to rub off on you. Versus being around people that are upbeat, that are positive, that are happy about life. That rubs off on you. So are you a person that presents a positive approach to situations? Or are you a person that lives in the past, that you're bitter and unhappy, and you transfer that to people you're around? We need to stop doing that and begin to think about what is it in my life that's created so many problems and how can I move ahead. I found in my studies, my research, my experiences, I've been doing counseling and therapy for over 40 years. And in that time period, I addressed probably any problem you can imagine or think about. And I found out some things that work, that help me reduce stress, that are going to help you reduce stress. I had a horrible burnout. I went through a horrible situation for years as a result of my involvement with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and so many other situations that I dealt with in all those years. It took me 5 years to unwind, to relax, to feel better. My wife and I traveled California, Florida, Puerto Rico, which is my favorite place to be. That helped me. It took me 5 years to unwind. Now I feel confident. I feel relaxed. I feel better. And I'm able now to share with you my 3 keys to survive a mental meltdown. And it's based on research. I do a lot of studies. My interest is stress management because of what I've gone through and what I've seen in my life. And I believe my 3 keys will help you survive that mental meltdown, that stress-related trauma. And the first key that I've developed or that I've discovered is attending to spiritual issues. Beginning to think of things that are spiritual in nature. And I'm not necessarily talking about church. I go to church, I do my prayers, I read my Bible. I enjoy that. That works for me. If you have a church, a certain religion, a certain belief, that's up to you. Begin to think about how is it that you can be more faithful and dedicated to that, because it's going to help you. It will help you focus away from the material, the consumerism, possessions, materialism in this life, and begin to think of things that are more important, like being relaxed, being at peace, having tranquility. And that's what spiritual issues do for you. They help you focus on things that are more positive, thinking about other people, being thankful for what you have. A variety of things that as a spiritual person you can focus on that's going to make you feel better. And there's hope. One thing about spiritual, religious issues is that it gives you hope. Plus, every spiritual, religious endeavor I've ever been in usually involves loving others, thinking of others. And one of the keys in regards to spiritual issues is forgiving. Again, you must let the past go. Burn that bridge to the past. By forgiving, you begin by forgiving yourself. Nobody's perfect in this world, and we're always trying to measure up to somebody's expectations. But we're never going to be what other people want us to be. We need to be who we think we need to be. And you do that by looking at spiritual issues, what's important in life. I was talking to a fella the other day, and he says to me, I was a fireman for many years. And I got so tired of pulling dead children out of fires and so many traumas for so many years. He says, I was really traumatized by all that. Then I spoke to a priest, a Buddhist priest, he said. And the priest told him, begin to meditate. And he thought about it. He says, meditate, I don't believe too much in that. However, he began to learn about meditation. And there's different ways to meditate. I do it through prayer, through Bible reading. People do it differently. However, meditating on spiritual issues is extremely important. And that is my first key that's going to help you survive that mental meltdown. And my second key to help you in regards to controlling and minimizing stress is develop a sense of humor. Begin to laugh, enjoy life. How beautiful it is to see someone with a smile, lit up, relaxed. And that's what happens when you begin to laugh. And when you develop a sense of humor, you feel good about life. You can dance a little bit. You can sing in the shower. Play with a child, walk your dog. Do things that bring a smile to your face, that make you laugh. And you know, research shows that when you laugh, your brain secretes hormones. Feel-good hormones are called endorphins. They flow throughout your body. They uplift your mood. They make you feel better. So when you laugh, it's important to keep in mind that's going to help you. And when you laugh, you know what happens? It reduces your blood pressure. Science shows that when you laugh, it reduces your blood pressure. It helps you breathe better. It's good respiratory exercise. When you laugh, when you joke with people, guess what? You're more attractive to people. Do you want to be around someone that's smiling or someone that's got a frown, is so cranky and crabby? Laugh, 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 and the world laughs with you. That's my second key. Develop that sense of humor. Laugh. Force yourself to be around positive situations. My third key to survive a mental meltdown is cultivating an attitude of gratitude. There's science that addresses the issue of thanksgiving, of appreciation. Get up in the morning and be thankful that you're alive, that you're awake. When you go to bed, give thanks for what you have. So many things we have, either a family, a job, health, whatever it is you have. You can always find something to be thankful for. And I guarantee you, no matter how bad your situation is, it could always be worse. I speak to many people that are going through horrible traumas or that have gone through horrible traumas. Things that are unbelievable that you would never imagine. I remember when I worked at Children's Memorial Hospital, I'd ask the parents, how do you do this? You have such a disabled child. You have so many limitations. It's such a difficult situation. And you know what they would say? They would say, Manny, number one, this is the life I have. This is what God's given me. And there's always somebody worse. Believe it or not, there's always somebody worse. No matter how you're feeling, no matter what you're going through, it could be worse. So be thankful for what you have. There's no easy solution to dealing with stress. Everybody goes through stress. In fact, the American Psychological Association recently announced we are on the verge of a stress-induced national health care crisis. Do you know what the most stressed country in the world is? According to the World Health Organization, the good old US of A. We have the highest standard of living, the most in things, the highest ratings in so many different categories, yet we're way down on the satisfaction level in life. When I ask people, what is it you want out of life? when I ask, what are you looking for? What is your desire, your wish, your hope? You know what people say? Manny, I just want to be happy. Oh my God, happy, happy, happy. Everybody wants to be happy. However, it's not that easily done with so much in our life. Tell me, what stresses you out? What's your biggest stressor? Could it be economic or financial problems? Could it be credit cards, a mortgage, car payments? Could it be health problems, medical issues, limitations? Could it be divorce? Could it be bad relationships? Could it be problems with your children? Could it be problems with anything in life that stresses you out, that mounts, it escalates, and when you're dealing with things from the past that are still hounding you, that's the way you see things according to those filters of what has happened in the past. So number one, you've got to begin to stop living in the past. You're never going to forget the past. However, you can learn to move on, to do better with it, to balance and be flexible in your life so that the past doesn't necessarily control you. And my 3 keys to survive that mental meltdown: attend to spiritual issues. Believe in something. Everybody's going to believe in something. Might as well look at that and make a concerted effort to make that a part of your life. And number 2, begin to laugh, enjoy, put a smile on your face. Fake it, that's okay. They say fake it till you make it. However, it's true. If you laugh, it's going to help you lower your blood pressure, have less stress, and enjoy life more. And if you're thankful, it lifts you up. It gives you a positive attitude because you appreciate what you have. And you know what happens when you have a positive attitude? You're more flexible in life. With a positive attitude, you attend to your needs. You begin to exercise. You begin to watch your diet. You begin to encourage people. You begin to do things that are helpful for others as well as you. It's so vitally important to begin to address stress as a huge problem in your life. And one thing that really gets my attention, unfortunately, is the rate of suicide in our country. Do you know that 120 people commit suicide every day? All around us, people are taking their lives because of depression, anxiety, stress, so many issues. And if you look around you, you're going to find that happening. Do you want to be a statistics, or do you want to start to figure out how you can have a better life? Be free from the cares of this world. Enjoy life. Laugh. Be thankful. Think about those spiritual issues. Attend to those spiritual issues. Consider my 3 keys to survive a mental meltdown. Read my book, Burn Your Bridges, Don't Look Back. Stress is a horribly debilitating illness that people minimize. They refuse to address that stress factor. And what happens? You ignore it, you avoid it, but guess what? Sooner or later, it will get you. Stress kills. In fact, one of the biggest factors related to stress is heart attacks, heart disease. That's the biggest killer in our country and the world. You ask any cardiologist, and you know the first thing he's going to say, which I've been told because of my stress level: Manny, you've got to manage stress better. Manny, you've got to reduce your stress. So I pass that on to you. If you want to live better, if you want to enjoy life, if you want to be free from all these cares of the world as much as you can, begin to address stress. And one of the best ways I feel, according to my experiences, my research, is my 3 keys to survive a mental meltdown, along with Burning Your Bridges, Don't Look Back, my book, encouraging you to stop living in the past. Thank you so much for attending this presentation.